The UMAN OG Pro Internationals, September 20th, 2026 in Jersey City, New Jersey. So we're in Jersey City, New Jersey, which is only 15 minutes by the PATH train to Manhattan. It's easier to get there than it is to get to the Bronx from Brooklyn. Now, in addition to that, there's parking. Stay tuned for the rest. Now, this is Grandmaster Jerry Fastly Fontanes, the promoter and founder of the Unified Martial Arts Network, UMAN, OG, all the guys, all the girls, Fountain of Youth Tour. But the tour ends in September 20th. And we're excited. Guys, I'm going to give you an update too on the divisions. We will have a maximum, listen to this closely guys, a maximum of 8 people per division for fighting. So let me explain. If you have, once we have 8 people for, let's say 30, 34, 8 people is ending. Then it'll be closed until we get 8 more people. 16. If we get 16 people, that means that we weigh everybody, split it down the middle, the 8 heaviest, 8 lightest this way, the 8 heaviest that way. So we have a lightweight, middleweight division. The next cycle is if there's another 8, only if there's another 8, then we'll have a 3rd division. We're in the same bracket. So let's say, an example, 45 to 49. If we have 24 people, that's the maximum period, no more than after that. And that'll be lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. However, if you're in a division and we only have 8 people and 2 more people come afterwards, those 2 people cannot compete. Listen to what I'm saying. Those 2 people cannot compete until there's a bracket of 8. And I'm sorry, so first come, first serve. We have a separate championship, $250 for the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, and the women, hopefully we're going to do the same thing with women, hopefully 2 different brackets with the women. You're going to win, so the 30 to 34 competes against the 40, the 34, 35 to 39, 30 to 34 fights 35 to 39. Whoever wins there becomes the 30s champion. That 30s champion is going to have a championship belt, plus the $200. That same thing for the 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70, and 80. 70, and we'll see what happens with 80. In addition to that, you can register right now in the month of April for $20 for spectators. That includes eliminations, which is in a gym, and finals, which will be in the auditorium. Eliminations in the gym, finals in the auditorium. Hello. On top of that, we also have $50 for 3 divisions. $50 for 3 divisions. Instead of it being $150, which is what it will be on the door that day. So $50 for 3 divisions. The month of May is going to go to $60, and then $70, and then $80, and then finally $90. So May, okay, so April is 50, May is 60, June is 70, July is 80, August is 90, and then if there's any room for you, now I am inviting other countries. So far, England, Matt Winsper might be doing it. We got Puerto Rico, Ruby Camacho, and Fast Guy. I've reached out to Germany and Canada, and there's other countries that are reaching out to me, and all we're going to do the same thing, get the OGs. That's all in fighting. In forms, we have open division, which you can do self-defense with weapons. I should say you can do self-defense with music in the open divisions. You can do weapons with music in the open division. It doesn't matter to me. So open can end up being a good division. We do not have a maximum per forms or weapons. Now, in addition to that, we have the American division, or what would be eclectic things that you made up, as opposed to being traditional. We got Japanese Okinawan traditional, we got Korean traditional, we have Chinese traditional. In the case of some people that do wushu, that's not traditional, so you'll be doing that in the American, or what would be the eclectic division. And then weapons, we have traditional weapons and open division weapons. Women have two divisions. First division is their own women's division, which is all styles, plus the women get a chance to go into every other style that they want based on their age when it comes to forms. Again, $20 for spectators for eliminations and finals as we speak. $25 in the month of May. So April is 20, May is 25, June is 30, July is 35, August, June, July, August is 40, and at the door is 50. For those of you who thought I was joking and said, he's really 50, yeah, we'll pay beforehand. And I want to pre-register everybody. The faster we do it, the better it is. If we combine the people that came from the two events, this will be phenomenal. Plus, we still do have a few sponsorship options, but stay tuned for that. But I must say that we're totally excited. Again, September 20th, the 1-year anniversary of the previous one. The other one was the Nationals. This time, if we get the 5 countries minimum, we'll call it an international. That's what we're looking at. Anyhow, those are some of the drills. Drills of skills, sniper fighting with Master Ty and Grandmaster Jerry Fast Feet Fonteness at the Fast Feet Dojo here in the Boogie Down Bronx. And we're going to show you guys, we want to be able to teach you guys, share some information to uplift the quality of your striking skills and competition skills. Trigonometry and psych fu. But in this case, it's straight up just training. Okay, so what I want to let you know. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Oh, yes. For those of you who are wondering what we have on, I made some sneakers specifically for kicking and dancing. You look right there. Honestly, how do you feel?
They feel comfortable, and they feel like I'm not even doing anything down there.
In other words, the sneakers themselves, the Sniper One sneakers, are light and durable. I have some testimonials from people already. How does your heel feel?
Huh?
How does your heel feel?
Heel feels awesome.
Have you ever had sneakers lighter than these?
Not that I know of. I can't think of one. The whistle they take close, the casual, what you call it, the shoes for working out, what you call it, not casual, the cross trainers. But
Okay.
these are more comfortable.
Comfortable. You don't have to break them in. They're already broken in. They make a micro mesh. Get your orders in, guys. Get your orders in. Get your orders in. Yes, you'll be here sooner or later. Except that, just to be honest, all you guys who get the new ones, I made some improvement on them, right, sir?
Yes, sir. You did.
I've made some improvements. This is the original batch. The original batch does not have the stuff that the new batch has. We got to better our best, guys. Uplift. UMAN OG Pro. Sniper One sneakers. Hey. Oh, that's right. After we do the left side, we'll show you guys the swimming drill. There's one circle around the I thought we were actually. I'm a little off. So the first one was the shuffle, then back pedal, and stick and move, stick and move. Stick, you can stick and then move, back, stick and then move, down. Stick. So the same footwork I learned from Grandmaster Joe Lewis. I just made some adjustments. It's like the Bruce Lee walk. The Bruce Lee's left. Here we go. You do it with others, nobody can touch you. Once you get here, you spot, you do your left leg. Okay, so the footwork is the initial so-called warm-up, is the first drill that we do. When you work on this, your entire knee is warmed up. Right, sir? The knee is warmed up. Because you're doing every angle.
And the hamstrings.
It gets your ankles, everything. Okay, now, usually from there, we do what's called hopscotch. Now, guys, you start with your feet side by side. You jump, and back. Jump, back. So it's like an extended hopscotch. And I'm doing that solidly. From there, you actually throw a back fist. Stay here, something, sir. Master Ty will demonstrate. Left hand back fist, we'll do the hopscotch. So, 1 foot, 2 feet. 1 foot, 2 feet. 1 foot, 2 feet. We'll do the same side. I don't get this much in, that's fine. 1 foot, look. 1, 2. That's the way you would normally do it. The idea is that you have 1 foot when you throw the back fist, and then when you get neutral, you throw 2. I should say you throw the reverse punch. So from a distance, you're bridging the gap, and then you neutralize it, or square it off. This time you're going to throw the back fist, lands, and throw the second punch. Go. Now, Master Ty saying, we never did that before. But as you can see, you can be active, offense or defense. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting. This time going forward, he'll do the same back fist, reverse punch, and then it'll switch to the other back fist, other reverse. I'll demonstrate it first because of this one. So, as you can see, my feet are side by side. I go up. Back fist, reverse punch, back fist, reverse, and I switch legs. Switching sides. A little confusing or some. Ready? And go. So back up. Okay, with that elbow have to be tight. Okay, slide it through. So, for future reference, guys, you want to minimize what would be the range. So I'm here, and I'm like a T-Rex. I do the back fist, and I hide behind my weapon. When I land, I throw the other punch, and it stays close, as opposed to elbows out. If elbows go out, the distance is short. Elbow goes in, the punch is longer. So you want to maximize the distance with minimal amount of work by keeping your elbow close to your body. So after the hopscotch, we do a thing called hovering. Now, some people call it a slide, and I beg to differ. If you slide on the floor, and the floor is slippery, then you may not be in control. The same thing with the floor is sticky. So my suggestion is this. Pick up your leg. As you pick it up, you hop forward. Hop. By hopping, it doesn't matter if the surface is slippery or tight. That's the way, say that. If I'm here, and I want to get closer to him, or I have him ready to attack me, I go, the reality I'm close enough to go the back fist and or the kick. By hovering. Why don't I slide? The floor may be either slippery or not let me move. Plus you get blisters when you slide. So I call it a hover, like the hovercraft, right above. So you're gonna, before we do the hover, you're gonna hop with what's considered a chicken fight, but from the side. Put your hand on my shoulder. Sorry, put your hand on my shoulder, the other hand. Pick up that leg. Pick up the leg. Pick up that leg. Drag it. There. No, shoulder. Come forward, look. Not easy.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways. Another way is go onto the wall. Go onto the wall, and you can hop while coming across the wall. See, that helps you too.
Yeah.
Now, after a while, it gets easier.
For this 45 or 90?
Yeah, completely turn, yeah.
90.
Yep. And there you go. Look towards where you want to go. Looking towards where you want to go. Okay. So, of course, that leads into machine gun kicks. We're still in the preliminary stages, guys. These training regimen that we're doing is preparing Master Ty for at least September 20th. So, how much lighter you're going to be, how much faster you're going to get, how much better you're going to be. So, there's more than enough time to get your training on right now. But these little drills can be done while you're alone, so there's no excuse that you don't have anybody to train with. Now, after you did that, then we're going to do the hover. How does the hover work? I'll show it from that side going this side, and that's the side I'll show it. You know they're going to hit any slide. Watch.
Different from the sliding.
So here it goes. I go, what I'm doing is, in terms of being back. Ready? And go. On. Exactly. And then you come back. Right. Look. And then the back. You got it. So again, you see he's hovering. Tommy, stop making noise! What's going on here? So anyhow, that's called harassing the neighbors. So after hovering, you want to use that as what would be the initial. So if I'm here, I come out, hover, and I go into what would be the next technique, which is called a dive bomb. But instead of doing the dive bombs and the blitzes in the air, we're going to come around right here. Hey, where you guys put? Where you put the real guys? Ready? Yeah, because I said we go last that line Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's the Bronx, baby. They left. Just when the comment is there. It's her birthday. You're catching it. Okay, that was a dive of blitzes. Now we're going to do dive bombs. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. Dive bomb. You ready? Dive bomb. Hey, dive bomb. Come back. The other hand. The other side. Dive bomb. Hey, there you go. That's great. That's Archangel. He's too young to compete in that tournament so far. But as you can see, it's your family affair. He was on that side. He was on that side. We're in the Boogie Dog Bronx, baby. Hey, ready? Yes, sir. Dive bomb. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep the distance. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. And again, Master Ty, you attest to this. Come over here, sir. Yes. This is like interval, or should I say high intensity interval training or tablada. Meaning bursts of information, bursts of techniques that are happening. So Archangel was my sparring partner in slow motion video. Because we always start off with slow motion sparring. Slow motion sparring is hard sparring because you can't pick up the pace. We haven't done that in a while, but we're going to be doing that as the cool down. All right, guys. Archangel, thank you, sir. So the deal right now is this. We blitz from either side. We dive bomb from either side. We're going to go back over there. I want you to fake, get position, go my switch. Go back there. blitz. Now there's also a way where you take that same fake reposition and set them up by doing this. He's there, actually right here. If I go over, so I start doing on the reposition, I already start the blitz. It looks something like this. Watch. I'm doing it toward this. That's what I do a lot of times. I go watch. It's fake. The minute I go to the reposition, I'm already throwing the first part of the blitz. That's all. And that bridges the gap between a little more advanced. But if you do the fake reposition and blitz, that works also. But if you do it where you bridge the gap between, again, it looks like this. I fake. When I reposition, I already start throwing the punch. That's a little more advanced. That's what you see me do it all the time. You guys think. So what happens in this scenario, I might go here, where I'll do the blitz this way, now fake, and I start throwing the techniques. And that little detail is what makes the difference, because I'm rebounding from either side to strike, and I'm doing one less move, or pushing it. Instead of going fake, reposition, blitz, I go fake, in the middle of the reposition, I'm already started blitzing.
That's advanced, like you said.
Yeah. Now this time we're going to do what most people can't do. Fake, switch, blitz, or dive bomb. We're going to switch it to dive bomb. Go ahead. Okay. Fake. No. I want to see this in the fake. Okay. Yeah. So switch. Remember fake, switch. I don't think you got it in the blitz. Let's do it. Okay. 3, 4. Body gets fatigued. To do these things in sets of 10, heart rate goes to the roof, then you take a little break, and you start again. So there's a high intensity interval training, or tablada is what they've used too. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But that's the way I've always trained, because sparring is not really what I consider drills, it's bursts of energy. Here we are waking up our skill set by doing both sides of the basics. But none of these have been the same as the left, right, girl, the circle, girl. All of these are options, and they're like Lego blocks, so you get a chance to interconnect them and change them any which way that you choose. In addition to that, we're going to do, right now, we're going to hover, blitz, hover, dive bomb. What that means? That means that you pick up the leg, and the person's going to think you're going to kick, and you're going to push 2 punches before it goes down. And then we're going to do one more drill after that, and we're done. Roughly about 15-20 minutes of options. No, we're not doing the lay-down kicks today, because we added to it. No, we're not doing any sparring, which is fine, but we are adding to the arsenal, and we're going to go fast. Which is easy. Now let's get at business, which means that you hover. And I'm glad you did that. Let me show you different, guys. Hover means this. You pick up the leg, and the other one comes across. This is called a double, which means you will not wait. That's a double. That's different. Yes, sir. There's a double kick. Like when I say to you, double bounce, you pick up the back man, pick up the front, pick up the back man, pick up the front. No, pick up the back man, pick up. 1, 2, like that. No, like this. In the air. Yeah, that's a double. No, we're good. That's different. We're not doing it. Yes, hold this. Hold that. This time, don't kick. When you hover, don't kick. See? And we got this. We already scored. I throw the spirit at them, and they can't tell because I just move slightly enough to get within the range. Of course, that particular thing we only did about 5 to 4 because it's a lot more tiring, and I don't want to mess up your makeup. However, this last one, we're going to do, hold your position in the horse stance. Back foot from the opposite way. One. Keep on. 4, 5, hold it. Front kick, hold it. Side kick. 1, axe. That's it. What that does to the hips, phenomenal. Right in front. And I do this a lot of times. I stay right there. It's the angle. In other words, what I do is that I elongate my body and I minimize my distance. I should say minimize my target. So it seems like I'm like this, and all of a sudden like the kick comes out. But if the guy that misses this one, for some reason he knocks there, I'll go with where it's not. And sometimes, if he goes to block, I switch it to something else, and I get behind him. And you guys have seen some of this technique, so we're doing the same thing. Round to 3 of them. 1, 2, you're rushing it. There you go. Horse stance. Horse stance. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Side kick. 1, 2, 3. Axe kick. 1. And good enough. Ain't took them one enough. Over here, sir. It's not putting the legs. And how is it? Totally awesome. Anyway, we're done. Short and sweet. AB. See ya. We out of here. UMAN OGs. God bless.